What embodies the characteristics of the top 1% is not just wealth, it's discipline, it's sacrifice, it's unrelentless pursuit of knowledge. It's about the unwavering ambition they have, it's the drive, it's the passion, it's the calculated risk taking, it's their adaptability, their resilience, and we are going to look at four things I need to do to separate you from the ordinary and make you extraordinary. Number one is sacrifice stroke discipline. Sacrifice is a trade off that most avoid but elite embrace. While others are sleeping, are waking up early to sharpen your craft, while others are chasing comfort, you are chasing growth. And sacrifices teaches us to let go of the temporary pleasure for a greater reward. So sacrifices teaches us that we should focus on the gains that come from hard work rather than the pains that comes with hard work. Discipline is doing what needs to be done when you don't feel like doing it. Many people want the top 1% money, but many are not ready to make the top 1% sacrifice. So, to be among the elites, you have to be disciplined, you have to, you know, practice, time management, yes, what we call time blocking, whereby you arrange, and also there's other systems whereby you arrange your tasks in an orderly manner, like yeah, there's the Pareto principle, the 20% principle, whereby you locate 20% of the work that will achieve 80% of your of the tax. So you focus on that 20% and put it in the time slot where you are very relaxed, when you have a lot of time to do your work. So you have to be efficient and you have to be great at doing that. Then, number two characteristics you need in order to separate yourself from the ordinary is the ability to take risks. Now, many, instead of playing to win, they are playing not to lose. They are afraid of losing money. And if you're afraid of losing money, you will not make much gain. The top 1% are risk takers. They take a lot of risk. When the market dips, they are buying real estate. When the market is not in perfect condition, while others are going for stocks that are already made, stocks, people, companies that are already established. They are studying the market, they are studying companies that have been growing for a while and they are bringing new invention. Thereby, they buy into some of those companies, their vision early before the hype. And when the hype comes, they gain great reward in stocks and investing in those companies. So the part of the top 1% is a risk based part. His house is built on by taking calculated risks, not just any kind of risks. So you must let go of that fear of losing money. You must let go of that fear that it may be a bust. Even examples, even many great people, they lost a lot of money before they gained. Now there's a billionaire, an our billionaire, I think his name is Aside. Maybe I'm confusing him for another person, but his name is, I think it's Al Said. And he mentioned how, he got after education, his father gave him some of 30,000 US dollars and invested in it and he made loss. He told his father, I lost. And his father, so generous, said, I will help you out. Let me add another zero, 300,000. And, he invested and he was in debt. But during those time, he was learning his mistakes. Then, called his father and said, thank you for everything, but I think I'm in debt. So, I'll manage. But his father said, no. His father added another zero to the zeros he had in that account. And that's $3 million. And from where that's where he kicked on and it's very well there. I think he's a billionaire. So what am I saying? Uh, that man's part is based on risk taking. He did not just fail once and give up the idea he had. He improved on it, he worked on it, and that's what made him who he is. So you have to be a risk taker. Yeah, you will fail sometimes, but once you learn and study your failures, you come out superb. Then number three characteristics you have to have that uh, little greed, or I would like to call it passion. I won't say greed. Greed is like a bad word, but someone that's ambitious. I've said this somehow. I've said it earlier before. Being ambitious. Some people they are satisfied with status quo. Some people they have nonchalant attitude. They don't want to chase, their dreams, or don't want to live that exquisite lifestyle. They feel that it's being you are being greedy, or you are being, lustful. But the reality is, except you're a religious person, very religious, like you're a Christian, you're a clergyman, or you're a monk, if you're in another religion. But if you're another kind of person and you are deceiving yourself that you just want the simple things in life, I'm here to prove that it's what your ideology is wrong. I can accept you are very religious. Now, the life you are living is what is available to you. Now, you have a car. Now, if someone comes with a blank check and offer you a Lamborghini, or let me say a Tesla Cybertruck, uh, you would take it, or Rolls Royce, you would take it. You won't say no. I like the simple things. You would take it. Or let me say you're a Lakers fan, or Warriors fan, or Boston Celtic fan, and you're offered, to go and watch in the VIP section, either in Crypto Arena, or in the Garden, or TD Garden, or in the Shade Center. Maybe a very high caliber match. Maybe it's the Lakers Warriors, or it's the Warriors Lakers, or the Celtics and the New York Knicks. And that is premium match. So that's top quality. So it's very expensive. You not say no. I have to watch through my subscription, on my laptop or TV. You would go to the VIP section and watch the match. So what I'm saying is that uh, is situations that make us like what we like. So instead of liking the available, desire. What do you want? What's the biggest point you can hit in your life? Once you have that imagination, you will start thinking that way. You start thinking. That's what make the Elon Musk of this world, the Bezos, the Zuckerbergs of this world, who they are. They are thinking, what is the height I can reach? They're not looking what is around them. So you must have that passion, that little, all I say, drive to be the best or to be different from the rest. Also, you can look at it that even we are while we are going to school, while we are, learning new courses, or learning techs, is that we want to update. The world is not stagnant. The world keeps revolving, and is revolving into another level, another quantum level of breakthroughs in all fields, not just in technology, in all fields. You know, like I'll give example like basketballers. Before, when you have an Achilles heel injury, that's the end of your career. In the 80s or early 90s, anybody that have that is no longer the same again. But Kevin Durant, Clay Thompson, they had this issue and they are still playing, and That's the hope for Tyrese Halliburton. Sorry, I'm a very big basketball fan. So that he will come back stronger. So what am I saying? That technology can improve. What destroyed careers doesn't destroy career again. So in every field, we keep updating. Is the desire to be better. So if you are stuck in this place of I just love things the way they are, you will not be among the top 1%. And lastly, the top 1% they invest in assets. It's one of the things that separates top 1% from the average. There's a podcast I follow. Uh, the host name is Nisha, very good podcast. And she used a word, she said, own now and spend later. That's the mentality of the top 1%, but the average, they spend now and they want to own later. Invest in assets, not liability. Liability take money away from your pocket. While assets put money in your pocket, and especially appreciating assets. And some people know how to make work for money, but don't know how to make money work for them, and that is a problem. So what I appreciate assets, they grow in value over time. Whatever they buy, it can be even be commodities, or it can be investing in business. Whatever the asset is, it appreciates in time. So examples are real estate properties, investing in stocks, even buying commodities like gold uh, from banks and uh, institutions that are reputable in that field. So, but liabilities is what take money away from your pocket. And examples are car loans, educational loans, you know, rent, paying for your rent, those are liabilities. Depreciating assets, yeah, asset, but with time they depreciate in value in terms of monetary value. Like you buying gadgets like phones, you know, or like PCs, good technologies, even cars, later they devalue. You can't sell that particular amount you bought it, except it's a vintage car, like if you want all those watch Discovery, pawn shops, all those uh, cars, cars and valuable items are used in maybe before World War I or World War II. So except it's just something that is vintage, it can be like an appreciated asset, but you know, but a Rolls Royce today, in the next 1 year, you can't sell it for the same amount. There's nobody buying it that same amount. So you have to know to invest. And wealth can be described as the column for your asset being greater than the column for your expenses. If the column for your expenses is greater than the column of your assets, you are going to be in debt. You are even in debt at that moment. So these are characteristics that the top of percent, or the things that the top of percent do, and habits and characteristics they have, that they make them elite. So this is my YouTube channel. You want to subscribe. Will go the long way for helping me to push out contents like this. Thank you very much.